welcome into Rock Painting 101. Today I'm going to be working on a Mother's Day rock painting idea. Now, if you've followed the page for a while now, you might find this one a little familiar. I created a stone similar to this with just flowers, but I wanted to add in Mom. I'm going to use a lighter shaded rock. This lighter one here on the side I'm going to swap out for because I'm not going to base coat my rock. I'm just going to work right on my rock. The first thing I'm going to do is just kind of block out where my word Mom is going to go here on my rock. So let's just start with that and we'll work from there. So I'm going to use really simple letters just to add it on here. I'm using my 1M Posca. Okay, and then I do plan on having like flowers and vines growing all over this rock. So I'm going to start by going off the edges of my M's. Those are easy places to kind of add in. So I'm just going to pull out and kind of curl to the side. Continue out that same one, curl the other direction, and one more time, just like that. And I'm going to do the same thing with each of the tips of my M's, my letter M's. Now you can go in and I'm going to thicken up my lettering for my letters so that when everything's all said and done, you can still read that it says Mom in the middle. So I'm just going to go, I'm going to start at the tips and then I'm going to pull it just in the center areas, just a little bit out to the side. Not a lot, just a little bit. Give it some definition. And if you want, you can definitely add a little something on the O there, something little if you want to. Remember, like all of the rocks that we share here on the page, you can do it exactly like I'm doing it or close to what I'm doing, or you can just take the idea and just run with it, which I really encourage you to do. So now that we've got all of these little areas started, now I want to add in some flowers. So the easiest way to go about this without doing too much lining on this one is I'm just going to do dots. Now I've got pens. You could definitely do this with dotting tools as well. We're going to do very simple design here. So I've got yellow, and I'm just going to go around and place yellow dots where I want the center of my flowers to be. So you can always make these bigger. Right now I'm just going to place them around in between little sections. You can do them off the tips of certain sections. We'll connect them all later. And we can add in more vines later too if we need to. But as you're placing down your yellow dots, you'll be able to see, you know, kind of where you might need an extra flower to help fill in your space too. So we'll start with that. Now we're just going to take a color, any color you like. I've got this kind of peachy pinky color here that I'm going to use. So I'm just going to go around my dots and place down flower petals on each of them. And I'm going to try not to touch my yellow. My green is nice and dry, so I don't have to worry about that. I just don't want to pull the yellow in. So I'll pull this up so you can see in just a second just how simple of flowers I'm making there. There's no need for a lot of detail on this. It's going to look so cute when I'm done. And I've noticed, see, I don't have any flowers here. As you start to add your flowers, you can add in more yellow dots if you want. I'm going to speed this up. You don't need to watch me do this many flowers. Once you're happy with how many flowers are on your rock, you can just go back in with your yellow if you want to make any of your centers a little bit larger to help fill the space. Just go in there and kind of, you can either dot in the same spot or make a little tiny circle and fill it in. There just might be some areas that you want your dots a little bit larger. Not too many of them are standing out to me, just a couple. Just to fill in the space. Now, obviously, you could do this rock saying any word you want, but we're super close to Mother's Day, so I thought I would do some fun Mother's Day inspiration rocks. And I think we're going to call that good. If you wanted to, you could add in some leaves as well. I think I'm going to leave this one just how it is, though. I love how the flowers slightly overlap the vines a little bit. Just a nice, simple rock that you can make for Mom. So I hope you enjoyed this quick and easy tutorial. Make sure you subscribe to the channel for more fun rock painting ideas for beginners. Bye-bye.